My sister is a very classic golden child in our family. She was the first girl, and my mom always wanted a daughter. My older brother was a disappointment to my mom, and when I, the second girl, came along, my mom already had the perfect daughter, so she never had much time for me. Our dad was one of those dads who worked all the time and left all the child raising to mom and was not much of a family man. My brother and I are close. Our sister likes to use us but only ever wants us for what she wants and never has been a good sister to us. A few times she was upset to be left out or something, and if we ever felt bad, it soon faded because she would try to make the rules for everything. She did not change as an adult. We barely pass ourselves with her, but she has tried to make us a huge part of her life. Being part of her life isn't really that rewarding though. So I keep my distance, and so does my brother. She got engaged a few months ago. She asked me to be her bridesmaid and in the same breath told me I need to change my hair. I haven't dyed. We need to get used to wearing heels. Never liked them, never wore them, cannot walk in them. And she told me I would need to join her for 5 a.m. yoga wedding planning every Tuesday and Thursday. Oh, and I need to take at least 2 weeks off of work around the wedding to prepare and get everything set up. I turned down her bridesmaid's invite. When she tried to get the wedding date finalized, she asked my brother and I when we would be free, and she told us to take into account that we would need to rent fancy cars or a joint car to drive to the place. She had a list of cars she had found acceptable because she wanted all her guests to arrive in style. She also told us we would need at least 4K saved up to afford everything she was planning. She also wanted to do a family gathering the night before the wedding at the venue, and that will require paying money to take part. And this place is expensive, even on a shitty day. My brother told her any date will work and not to worry, but he was being sarcastic. I told her not to plan her wedding around me because I can never afford that stuff, so it would be best I don't go. My sister didn't take me seriously, but then when I RSVP'd no to her wedding, she called and asked why I'm judging her wedding and why I won't go. I told her she can do what she wants, but I don't need to attend, and I'm not going to run myself into the ground to follow the rules of her wedding. She told me I am her sister. I should attend her wedding. Am I the a hole? Your sister is kind of crazy. Who spends $4,000 on somebody else's wedding and she wants you to rent a car and all this stuff? I don't think you should attend. If it's feasible, yes. If it's out of your price range, then no. Like, are all of her friends rich that everybody's spending $4,000 at least to attend her wedding? Or that's just for you guys? Is she like ashamed of y'all or something and the type of cars you guys drive? Because who rents a car to go to somebody else's wedding? Like, this is really ridiculous. All these people who start going crazy when they're getting married need to get their heads checked. NTA, who needs 4K to be a guest at a wedding? I'd rather go take out $4,000 from one of my bank accounts and toss them into a fire pit in the backyard and then enjoy some s'mores than pay $4,000 to attend this wedding of OP's lunatic sister. Better yet, if I was OP and her brother, I'd find a vacation to go to for around $4,000 and go during the wedding. Then start posting pictures on social media. What can I say? I just love to see the world burn. Not the a hole. Maybe she'll learn that there are some things that she can't control. It would be nice if you and your brother could go somewhere together on the day to do something inexpensive and sane. By the way, she sounds dreadful. 5 a.m. yoga, wedding planning every Tuesday and Thursday. I would need to take 2 weeks off. Dear God, even from a lifelong golden child, those are some harsh demands. Plus, this sounds like less fun than a month of root canals. I'm glad you dodged the bridesmaid bullet, OP, and also the $4,000 pony up for the present grab at the wedding. NTA, as long as you already well know and wish Bridezilla luck, because at some point soon, the world is going to tune her up big time. Am I a bridezilla if I ask my fiance to tell a groomsman to step down because he is cheating on his wife? Just want to start by saying that I sincerely love this sub and is turning into an Am I the a hole for brides. I think it's very helpful feedback for the situations we're dealing with. Here's the situation. One of my fiance's groommen recently admitted to cheating on his wife, and they are now getting a divorce. We also asked his wife and their children to be in the wedding party. Still not sure how this will play out. What he is putting his wife and children through is heartbreaking, and I am furious for them. It makes me sick to think he be standing up there with us while my fiance and I are making vows to each other when he has chosen to break those vows. Am I the bridezilla if I ask my fiance to ask him to step down from being a groomsman? No, I would not think you would be the a hole. I think it's appropriate for him to step down, and if he doesn't see it that way, then something is wrong with him. Because how ironic will it be out there, him being in a wedding while going through a divorce when you're supposed to be sticking to different kind of vows and stuff. So no, I honestly don't think you would be the a hole, but I say talk to your husband. Is your husband or your fiance, is he refusing to tell him to not step down? Does he see an issue with the situation? If he doesn't see an issue with the situation, something, take that as a context clue. Make sure he wasn't helping him cover up the cheating and all that because this could turn really, really ugly. Not the a hole. That guy is an a hole. I wouldn't want a cheater who just blew up his own marriage up at the podium with me while I say my marriage vow, regardless of how long he's been friends with my fiance, or even if his wife hasn't wasn't even at the wedding. He makes a complete mockery of the importance of the day. The way I see it, it's your wedding, and I think it's perfectly reasonable to not want your memories tainted by having a cheater in the wedding party. These feelings, the feelings of a cheater, as far as I'm concerned, are irrelevant. No, you're celebrating a marriage, and because he destroyed his, he shouldn't get to be such an important part of it. Also, his soon to be ex wife won't feel comfortable with him there, and because a lot of women don't want confrontation. If he doesn't opt out, she will. Thanks for watching People Have the Audacity. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video and come back for more.